Oh, he's still there. Either I'm incorrect and aging hasn't just happened, or we might have a 5-star Caribou. And that is not the same rack that he had. So let's scoot in a little bit closer where we can spot. We'll see. If this guy's a 5-star at this location, I will be so pleased. That's a 5-star Barren Ground Caribou at a spot that we had the worst genetics on the entire map. Obviously, we have to take him with the crossbow. We have to bring him in close. After all the time we spent hunting Caribou with the crossbow, that's the only way we can take him. That is amazing. I can't believe it's here of all places. The only thing is, the wind direction is just about as bad as it could get for this. So we'll probably have to go like down and around them a little bit to try to get to a better spot, but maybe down in here like in these trees, almost right on the road. That could work. We might have to go a little further back though. They're kind of moving this way. I'm gonna say somewhere in here is gonna be good. It almost looks like he might know we're here, but I mean the frame on that guy, 130 yards out. I think we're good. We've got it down to where it's just basically a crosswind. I think we can go ahead and hit the high fitness call and start to bring him our way. That is just the coolest sight. As he's coming through the trees there, 50 yards away. Gotta make sure the call doesn't expire and have him go back the other way. I don't love the wind here. I'm not sure if it's enough to get him to turn back. He's not alerted. God, I love that angle of that frame. I'm gonna say 30-ish yards with the crosswind. It's not particularly windy. That should be fine. So let's 0 for 27. We'll let him get just a little bit closer. God, this is literally everything we've worked for on this map. I think that should be good enough. Gonna go 100 cents off. Perfect. That is unbelievable. Watching him come through the trees like that was so cool. And like I said, for it to be here, I remember so many hunts, like spawning at this campsite right up here. We'd walk down during like rest time and they would rest right up in these mountains and it'd be like just 1-star matures, just nothing remotely decent. And now our first 5-star Caribou comes from there. I mean, if that's not evidence that proper management can work, I don't know what is. It may not be the best screenshot. We've had far better luck with vegetation. Unfortunately, just the way he fell, it's not what we would have wanted, but I can guarantee he's going to look just fine in the trophy lodge. So let's actually see. We hit him directly in the right lung, and good that the bullet cam actually worked properly, because it's always a disappointment when it looks like we hit low, even though it's just a bug here. He was a 93%, so definitely on the lower end, but a score of 478. That's the rack that I've wanted. I'm so just pleased that it came from here. This was one of the spots that we kind of managed the most because the herd was so accessible and because, frankly, there were a lot of call animals. Just very often we'd come here and there was something that was subpar genetics, and it's paid off. And what I really wonder is, you know, what happens from here with this particular herd? Are there going to be more potential 5-stars? That I certainly hope, but that's so cool. I don't even want to leave the harvest screen, but I also want to get him in the lodge, so let's tax and make sure we collect the correct button. We've done a bunch of managing here, so I've been doing a lot of selling on Aurora Shores. I can't believe it. Of all places, I mean, I can't think of a more poetic place. I believe I said that last time when we first saw him as a 3 and then a 4-star, that it's poetic to come from here. It absolutely is. There's no way. That guy made it as well? This is down here like just south of the start. I mean, you can see the lodge right there. This was kind of the backup plan. I really didn't think he was going to make it just where he's at. I think this was the herd. We shot like a 2-star mature on stream that was 84% or something. And I thought maybe this guy, who was a 2-star dart at the time, had a chance. That's insane. I mean, we've got the crossbow already. We might as well try to get him with it as well. It'd be really cool to bring him across the creek. Maybe if we just set up over here by the rocks, the wind's good this time, so we can just get into the perfect position and start calling. They know we're here. maybe we'll just creep up to the edge of the creek then. Because instead of going all the way over to the right and spooking them, I think if we start calling, and then just slowly start to crawl our way just to where we can see down in, I think that'll be good enough. He's definitely the same basic frame shape, but I don't even think I care. Like I said, this is the frame I really wanted. It just looks how I think a trophy caribou should look. Nice, like, wide set frame. The tops are just incredible, and the shovels, like, everything is top tier. And he's, I think, gonna go exactly where we want. I didn't get to sneak up as far as I wanted, but I think this is gonna be just fine. It says he's alerted. I guess because the rest of the herd is. If he's gonna keep on coming in, we aren't gonna worry about that at all. And he's back to calm, so should be fine. I think this could be a little bit odd, because where he's gonna cross, unless he's gonna come straight to us now, it might be a little bit farther than we want, so we may end up really close range here. The only thing is, again, we gotta keep doing the calls at the correct time, just to make sure he keeps coming in. To see that, 2 5-star caribou today, after all the time spent. I don't know if he was about to call there or what that animation was. I mean, that's just... I loved watching the one come in through the trees. Watching him, like, cross the creek here, coming through the open. Just getting to appreciate it. That's insane. I guess that's his footsteps we can hear? I didn't notice it with the other one. We'll probably need to call one last time here. Make sure we're well into the center of that. He's not going to be below the hill at all. I thought that dropped down worse. Good sign these other guys are coming in too, but this guy's the focus. He is, I think it's actually 40 yards away. We're kind of ranging through him some. I think we'll do the same thing. When he clears this log, we'll go 0 for 27 and just keep this ready. He may be even closer than that. Let's 0 for 22. I don't want to hit him high. And as long as the call is going to last, I think we should be good. That's unbelievable. Watch him come over there. We should be fine to go ahead for the shot. That was so cool. He turned just a little bit, and I think that actually helped our shot placement. Kind of went from a direct front-on shot to almost a quartering angle. I don't know that actually the picture might be better. Still not perfect, but I mean, look at the amount of blood. That I've said heart shot so many times with the crossbow and been wrong. Usually that much blood indicates something. I mean, there's no doubt this one turned out way better. From this angle, you can't really tell that one shovel's underground, and there's a little bit of the top there, but that's just so cool. It was the perfect spot. I can't wait to see where we hit him. It was a direct heart shot. Little bit high, I guess kind of through the top of the heart, but I mean, heart, lung, everything there. It was 22 yards, so the 0, everything was perfect. I guess this, like that main artery that comes down, some distance above the heart, that still counts as a heart shot. We had that with a bullet recently, I can't remember what, 92% for him, so he's actually a little bit lower in terms of percentage. 475, a little bit lower in terms of overall score as well. So again, basically the exact same frame, if not exactly the same, but that is perfectly okay with me. They look stunning. This frame, I think, is like the stereotypical trophy caribou. And now we have 2 of them. That is amazing. And I really wasn't sure like how to display them. I can't tell if this is gonna clip. If it doesn't though, this is the obvious choice. Like, right when you walk in, centerpiece of the lodge. Does that work? It does. That's how we're gonna do it, without a doubt. That is so cool. We've had a 3-star sitting here for forever. I don't know what we're gonna do with it actually. Maybe we could slap him over here next to what is probably a 2-star, just to kind of put him back on the wall. But it is really nice to walk in past 2 5-star caribou now, and the quest doesn't end here. I still want to get the other frame for sure. I've said before I want to get 12 of these things, if not more, in the lodge. They just look stunning. It doesn't matter where you put them, what pose, whether it's on the wall, full body, they're just really, really great to look at. And We've got the bison now, we've got rares coming out. There's a lot of potential here, and it is nice to finally have gotten a 5-star Caribou, and maybe we can spend more time going after the rares when they come out, because at least the obsession for chasing them can subside a little bit, having gotten not 1, but 2 here in the lodge. That is just so cool. I honestly think this video is just going to be that. The 2 5-star Caribou, I don't know that adding anything else to it is something we should do. I think these 2, bringing them in close with the crossbow and everything, and just having the history with them basically as they've aged, I think they're worthy of being in a video on their own. And on that note, that is going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.